Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had Sons of the Harpy, that's right. So, what all happened last time? Jaime is on his way to save Marcella with the help of Bronn. Loras was captured by the Sparrows, now being armed as the Faith Militant. Tommen tried to get him out, but was really being pushed over, which Marjorie did not like. Melisandre tried to seduce Jon, but Jon was too strong. Sansa could be the Wardeness. Jorah is trying to be pardoned by taking Tyrion. And the Harpies attacked, they attacked the Unsullied and Sir Barristan, and Grey Worm and Sir Barristan could soon be dead. I hope not, but yeah. Oh, sorry. Clearing my teeth a little bit. I just ate a quick snack before recording this. Yeah. That's a decent recap, I guess. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Let's stick to this episode and previous episodes of Game of Thrones that I've reacted to. And yeah, with that being said, let's just get right into this episode of Game of Thrones. Here we go. Oh, it's Grey Worm. So he is alive? No. Damn.
He crossed a continent to serve me.
Damn it.
He was a loyal friend.
Such a good man.
And he died in an alley. Butchered by cowards who hide behind masks.
Well, he kicks some ass first.
Round up the leaders of each of Meereen's great families and bring them to me.
Oh, shit.
But I'm the leader of my family.
Then we'll start with you. Fuck. I'm sad now. More sad than ever. Oh, the other two. Boys, you still in there? Oh, shit. She's gonna feed them to the dragons. Interesting. Oh!
Forces rise against her from within and without. She refuses to leave until the freedom of the former slaves is secure.
Oh.
She sounds like quite a woman.
And she's alone, under siege. No family to guide her or protect her. The last relation, thousands of miles away.
Yeah.
Useless. With luck, you will find the strength to do what needs to be done. Kill the boy, Jon Snow.
Oh.
Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy.
Be the
and
man.
Let the man be born.
Huh. Alright.
I'm not asking you to make peace to save your skin. Make peace to save your people.
The threat of the White Walkers is too... It's too great.
But they killed Gren.
Yes.
And they killed Pip. They killed 50 of our brothers. I can't forget that.
This is a hard sell.
I can't forgive it.
Maybe Lady Sansa's better off here.
Better off with the Boltons,
Yeah.
who murdered her mother and brother.
Peter Baelish, who turned on Ned. Doesn't look great.
Sansa's in danger even if she doesn't realise it.
If you're ever in trouble, light a candle in the highest window of the broken tower.
But who...
You're not alone.
All right. You have allies.
the end.
What is it?
That would spoil the surprise.
I don't like this.
Go ahead.
Theon. Or Reek. Shit.
It must be difficult for you, being in a strange place.
This isn't a strange place, this is my home.
Yeah.
It's the people who are strange.
Yeah.
You're right. Very strange.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not Starks.
What he did. Don't worry. The North remembers. I punished him for it.
The North remembers a
He won't
lot of
iron
shit,
anymore.
man.
I'm sorry
Sorry about what?
for killing your brothers.
But you didn't. You know you didn't. Also, that was Theon Greyjoy. Remember who you are.
There! Over and done with. Doesn't everyone feel better? I do. That's
Cool.
getting very tense.
Now Roose can apologize for murdering Robb. And Catelyn, for that matter.
It's the nearest thing to living kin that you have left. Reek!
But Theon Greyjoy is.
You will give away the bride.
We're going to have a baby.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy for you.
From the way she's carrying, Maester Walken says it looks like a boy.
Ooh, kind of puts him in his place. Now he has a spare. He can cut you out if he wants. Well, she got out of there.
You're Samuel Tarly.
I am, Your Grace.
Your father's Randall Tarly.
Yep.
Defeated my brother at the Battle of Ashford. Only battle Robert ever lost.
Wow.
I told him he shouldn't go so far west so soon, but he never listened.
I've seen it, Your Grace.
Seen what?
The White
The army
Walkers.
of the dead. And when they come,
We have to know how to fight them.
Yeah.
Keep reading, Samuel Tarly.
Ooh. Man. Sam's working for the king now. I love this.
My princess, you won't be anywhere
There's
near.
enough talk of battles, Sir Davos. You'll scare the child.
Yes, my queen.
No. Such a bitch.
I'm not scared.
I hate her.
Well, I am. When the battle comes, promise you'll protect me.
I promise.
Bye, Stannis. Oh, I'm gonna miss him. We'll probably keep following him for a while, but I liked him being at the wall. Oh, we're back here.
I fear I never again see Missandei from the island of Nath.
Damn.
Sir Barristan counselled mercy when I took this city right up to the morning he died. Dario Naharis thinks I should kill the former masters and let the rest of the city fend for itself.
They were
What do
sort
you
of
think?
polar.
I was wrong, and you were right. About tradition,
She's gonna open it.
about bringing the people of this city together. I will reopen the fighting pits.
Okay.
To free men only. I will marry the leader of an ancient family.
Okay.
Thankfully, a suitor is already on his knees.
Huh. Wow, this guy lucked out. He gets to marry her?
I know where we are. You're taking us through Valyria.
I am.
Aren't you afraid of the Doom?
No.
So this is where the
pirates
Targaryens are from. I didn't know it was by Essos.
The Doom consumed it all alike. And neither of them turned.
I would clap.
Probably still clap. Oh shit. Is that Drogon? Yep, that's Drogon.
What was that?
That was a dude. Shit.
Stone men.
Ah, fuck. So it was not good to come here. Ah! There's so many of them! Uh-oh. That can't be good. No! Don't. That's not it, is it? Come on. Okay. No. No, he got hit. Cut your arm off. Oh, Jorah. You can still be cured. Shireen was cured. Alright. Good episode. Good episode. Yeah, these episodes sure are packing a lot. But I'd say this one may be a bit lower than the other two episodes, episode 3 and 4. But yeah, this season's really packing a lot of stuff. And again, it's almost like this is all set up for the remaining seasons. It's like, we're not making any big moves. The closest we're getting is that Roose Bolton is going to face off against Stannis Baratheon. So, yeah. Alright. But yeah, we are just kind of... I feel like we're almost like setting up the rest of the show in this season, which is interesting. So, yeah. First off, Sir Barristan did die. That sucks. That really does suck. I will say it was the death is satisfying at least. Yes, it does suck that he ended up, dying to these, cowards in masks, as Daenerys says. But at the same time, he did die in battle, and he killed a good number of them before he ended up dying. So I'm okay with it. Even though it sucks, and I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss Sir Barristan, the voice of mercy. But it was an honorable death, I suppose. Kind of. Sort of, debatably. Anyway. The first thing I wrote down was the house leaders and the dragons. So this is definitely Daenerys under the influence of Daario. Because Daario has always been the more harsher voice among her advisors. Like, he's mostly been like, oh, we'll just kill him, bring down, pretty much just hit them, basically. And, he's been the opposite of Barristan, who's been, preaching mercy this whole time. So it's definite that was, without Barristan, she is a lot harsher. And feeding one of them to the dragons, I mean, it'll get the message out, but still, it probably would have divided them even more if that remained. So yeah. Kill the boy. That was interesting. I know that's the title of this episode. It's interesting, because with Jon, Jon is somewhat confined to the law of the Night's Watch, which has been in place for, what'd they say, 8,000 years? So, and in 8,000 years, they've had, this is Jon is the 998th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. So, yeah, it's interesting. So we've had him, he's basically been working within the rules of the Night's Watch. And now, he says, like, well, this will not be a popular choice, but we have to protect the wildlings from the White Walkers. And it's like, should I do that? No one's going to like it. They're all going to hate me. And Maester Aemon is basically just saying, it's like, well, a lot of them hate you anyway. Just do it. Just, like, don't stop being a boy and be a man and go and do this. Lay down your law, basically. And, because that's what he did with Janis. And now, this is what he's doing. So, yeah. And, to that, saving the wildlings is also interesting. Because, a lot of them have killed, the people that, the people where the people of the Night's Watch, kind of. Like, they've killed so many brothers of the Watch, and also have been raiding villages for years, thousands of years, pretty much as long as the wall has been in place. And, for Jon to say, like, well, we need to save them, it is difficult. It's difficult for everyone to get on board with that, and none of them truly are. Even his supporters are like, I don't know, Jon. So, it's interesting. And also the fact that, it is somewhat working, because he was able to kind of somewhat sway Tormund, and not fully. He still wants, Jon still has to go with him to prove that, he means what he says. So, yeah, and the fact that he's also taking Stannis' ships, which is interesting. Yeah, I wrote down Reek and Sansa. So, this whole time, early on when we've had the character of Reek, I've kind of thought, well, if you can just keep it in your mind that you're Theon Greyjoy. But at this point, it is sort of, it's hard to think. It's like, because, and maybe this is the disadvantage of, watching this as a weekly reaction series. For me, I have, I lost my words for a sec. I have seen Theon pretty much since episode 1. I think he's been here from the beginning. And, to me, that, well, yes, that was in July. It's been a while since I started Game of Thrones. But also, the thing about that is that it's not the extent of how long it's been in the show, Like, it's been years and years and years in the show. Like, when Jaime said, I was a captive for a year. It's a little lost on me because I don't get all these, breaks. The show started in 2011. It's still going through right now. It's finishing up right now. That's 8 years later. That, 8 years of this show, but to me, it hasn't been that long. So it is a bit lost on me, sort of how long it's been in the show. But for Theon, it has been years of him being tortured by Ramsay and being, psychologically conditioned by Ramsay to become Reek. Could he go back to being Theon Greyjoy? It is possible, but at the same time, it's sort of that would happen in a happier show. Like, him regaining who he was and maybe even killing Ramsay. They could still do that, but this is almost like a hopeless show that it's like, yeah, I don't know if they would go that route. So yeah, we'll see. But that entire, like, if there's any way they're going to do that, it's going to be because of Sansa. Because, and the thing is, Ramsay needs to be careful. I don't think he really thought that whole conversation through, because, he is saying, it's like, well, apologize for what you did to her brothers. Like, I'm sorry I killed your brothers, and I'm sorry I betrayed Robb and stuff like that. And it's like, you gotta be careful with that, because he is psychologically conditioned to be Reek. He's not, you've made this emphasis that he's not Theon Greyjoy, he's Reek. But you're having him apologize for the things that Theon Greyjoy did, and that's a little tricky. That might actually become a mistake on Ramsay's part. He's reminding him, he's putting it in his head, you still did that. You were once Theon Greyjoy. Now, probably in his head, it's like, okay, yes, he was once Theon Greyjoy, but now he is Reek. Focus on, he knows that he is Reek. But you have to think about that. If you put it back into his head, I was once Theon Greyjoy, then it could be in his head, I can be Theon Greyjoy again. And the constant reminder of his past as Theon is Sansa. Sansa could, having Sansa there could keep it going in his head that he was Theon Greyjoy and he could be Theon again. So that is a risky game he played there by having Reek apologize for what Theon did. This could be the fatal mistake and bring Theon back. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I have no idea. We'll have to see. Alright. Roose versus Stannis. We have said, it's been clear since the beginning of this season, basically, that that Stannis was going to march south. And, it's like, this is basically his change of strategy. Is that, before his strategy was to take King's Landing, and then because of that he would place himself on the Iron Throne, and I guess the idea was, if you kill off all the Lannisters or all the supposed children of Robert Baratheon, then the Seven Kingdoms would have no choice but to put Stannis on the throne, because he would then be the next heir. If all the children of Robert Baratheon were dead, then the crown would be passed to Robert's brother Stannis. But also, he still, obviously doesn't view the children as Robert's children. Obviously, he knows, since Ned Stark, sent him the information, he knows that they're bastards. They're Jaime Lannister's bastards. So yeah, that was his original strategy, was just to take King's Landing. Now, he's doing this a bit differently. He's going, now, instead of just striking the heart immediately, he's going to take his time a little bit. He's going from the north and taking each kingdom successively until he gets back to King's Landing, basically. And the first thing he has to do is defeat Roose Bolton. Now, here's the thing, is that, Roose Bolton saying, like, oh, well, the north is ours, and we will keep the north, and stuff like, we will defeat Stannis. It's like, but I don't know how well that's going to work, It's like, yes, there are men that are loyal to Roose Bolton because of his ties to the Lannisters, his ties to his ties to the throne, which right now is under Tommen, or it used to be under Joffrey, then it passed to Tommen, and Tywin's not even around to support him anymore. And that's the thing, is that, I think he's even said, like, the Lannisters won't support us anymore. Why would they? So, or it's like, with Tywin dead, the Lannisters can't really help him anymore, so he has to defend the North himself. The problem is, the North remembers. The North may turn on him. That's the thing. Now, will they follow Stannis? Maybe. They may follow Stannis, because here's the thing, is I know that they were all gung-ho about following Robb. And, even, what was it? Was it Lyanna Mormont? Was that her name? Basically the lady, the head of House Mormont, because Jorah is not there, he's dead, and he was in the Night's Watch, and Jorah is not there. So I believe it's, I think it's like Jorah's sister or his niece, but whoever is, the head of House Mormont, and Bear Island, sent Stannis the letter saying it's like, we only follow one king, and his name is Stark. That's the thing. So I know that, but the other thing you have to think about is that Ned Stark supported Stannis Baratheon. It's like that should be what he uses on the North to get them to follow him. It's like, look, Ned Stark was going to try. Basically, Ned Stark did the right thing and made sure that I got the news that I was the king. Ned Stark, before he died, supported Stannis Baratheon. He knew, even though people said, like, well, what if we could just keep Joffrey, or we could have Renly on the throne. And, when everyone doubted him and said, no, why would you want to put Stannis Baratheon on the throne? He still did it because that's the right thing to do. So that's the thing, is that even though the Northerners would rather have, a King Stark, King Robb Stark, a king of the North, it would still make sense to follow Stannis Baratheon because in the eyes of Ned Stark, he was the rightful heir to Robert Baratheon. So that's the thing. Oh, I'm losing my voice. It's been a long day. This is the 4th video I've recorded, so my voice is starting to go a little bit. So I'm going to try to power through some of this stuff. I wrote down Sam and reading. Interesting, it's good that Sam told Stannis, how he killed a White Walker using the dragon glass. Yeah, that was good, and, trying to find, he's basically trying to find why does that work, and Stannis basically saying, like, keep reading, keep at this, so I would assume that if Sam finds anything, then he's going to send a raven to Stannis. So, yeah, Sam is sort of like the information guy. He's the research guy, basically, to try to find why is this a weakness to the White Walkers, because they're going to need that, basically. I wrote down the pits and marriage. It makes sense for Daenerys to basically concede on the fighting pits, because it's just, even though, yes, in her eyes, it's just this savage, thing, she does still make it to where only free men can willingly do this. It's not slavery, and she's making sure that slavery never returns to Meereen. But, yeah, basically she learned a lesson. She needs to uphold some traditions in order to unite the people. Now, I don't know if it's quite right for her to marry this guy. Because, yes, it's like, oh, well, a marriage will, cement the unification of the houses and her rule. But I don't know. I don't see that being a good idea, really. I don't think that's a really good idea for her to marry this guy. Because the thing is, I guess she's doing that to try to, unify the houses and stuff like that into following her. But at the same time, what do you do when you go back to Westeros then? It's like, I guess, because that's the thing. It's like, she's conquered these cities in Essos. She's also going to go back to Westeros at some point. And so it's like, okay, well, what do you do then? It's like, is she now going to be the queen of Westeros if she does, take the Iron Throne? It's like, are you going to be the queen of Westeros and these cities in Essos? So yeah, I don't know, and I don't know about this marriage. I don't know how well that will look to. I don't know how well that will look for the people of Westeros. Like, oh, here's this Targaryen girl who married, who married a foreigner and has a bunch of foreigners that are coming to conquer Westeros. Like, great. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's quite what she needs, but we'll see. And then the last two things, basically, I wrote down were Valyria and the grayscale. So, first off, I didn't realize that Valyria was actually in or around Essos. Because that's the thing, is that it's like, I don't know. Maybe I need to see like a map. Should I pull up a map? Maybe I should pull up a map. I'm gonna pull up a map. All right, hold up. Need my keyboard. Okay. Oh, whoops. Screwed up on spelling of. That's always great. Game of Thrones map. I just need a map. Damn it. I accidentally clicked on Google Maps. Now I look stupid. Okay. Ooh, interactive map. Okay, that didn't help. Damn it. I can kind of see that. Maps are so small. Alright, well, this one seems to be the best. So there's the narrow sea. This is hard. It's like, I don't need much. So that's Bravos. Bravos, which isn't even as far north as the north. King's Landing is there. Okay. So where is she? Can I just open image in new tab? Here we go. Oh, here we go. Brilliant. I mean, it's a little blurry, but that's okay. Okay, so this is the Narrow Sea. The Dothraki Sea. Interesting. The Summer Islands. Sothorios, whatever that means. There's Valyria. So where is Meereen? God, I can't... Let me see. That's Slaver's Bay. Oh, there's Meereen. Oh! I've been looking at this wrong the whole time then. Holy crap. Where did we start? So if that's Meereen, then Young Kai. I assume that this is Astapor? This is hard. I have no idea where they started. The Thousand Islands. What the hell is that? Man, I've never looked at this before, apparently. Okay, so wow, she's farther than I thought. Okay, but King's Landing is here. I don't know if I put this back on screen or not. I probably have. Okay, King's Landing is here. And this is where Daenerys is. Holy crap. Oh shit, this is Karth. Karth is way the hell over here. So they've traveled a longer distance than I thought. Okay, I've been wrong this whole time then. I thought just along here, is where Daenerys' story has been taking place. But no, if this is Meereen, this is Karth, which means we were even further over here. We were further over here when, here, let me just do that. We were further over here when we started. Damn. She's really come a long way, actually. Okay. Now wait, the Summer Islands is here. Where exactly Storm's End is here? Storm's End. Isn't that... That's not... No, that's not where... Storm's End. I think that's where... Now I'm going to look this up. I'm sorry, guys. Apparently, I'm going on a journey. Storm's End. The ancestral seat of House... Okay, I don't need to look up anything else. We're not looking up too much stuff, but I just wanted to... Okay, so Storm's End, that's where the Baratheons were. So they are actually more south than King's Landing. Okay. Where's Casterly Rock? I have no idea. Lands of Always Winter. Yeah, that makes sense. There's the Wall in Castle Black. Jesus. I'm sorry, this has been very interesting to look at. Okay, so... What was I looking at? Oh, Valyria. Right. So this here... This is where they were crossing through. And they were at Volantis. Where the hell is Volantis? I have no idea where Volantis is. I don't think it says. But that's Slaver's Bay. Well, Volantis must be somewhere over here. So they hadn't gotten too far. And then, I guess... Okay, so Jorah and Tyrion, they must have started sailing through here. Because this is Valyria. Well, this right here is Valyria. Okay, so I've been wrong this whole time. I thought Valyria was way the hell over here, west of Westeros, basically. But I guess I was wrong. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but... Okay, so I thought that the Targaryens came from over here, west of Westeros, where Valyria was, but apparently not. Valyria is down here. This is where the Targaryens are from. And then when when everything pretty much went to shit, they sailed all the way here, crossed through a couple islands here, came up and over here, and that is King's Landing. That is where Aegon the Conqueror landed. Okay. Interesting. Okay, because I needed that. Because I was like... Because when Tyrion says, like, oh, you're going to sail us through Valyria. And I was like, wait, how? Because again, I thought Valyria was to the west of Westeros, but it's not. It's just sort of this little portion of Essos, basically. Man, this world is gigantic. It's like when you really stop and look at it. So, okay. Now, Essos is not Andalos. I guess that's where the Andals came from. Oh man, I gotta wrap this up soon. So Essos is not one big kingdom, it's just a land, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. So, because I was gonna say, it's like, and there seems to be more over here. We have Westeros and Essos that are, underlined in bold, but then we also have Sothorios and Ulthos. So we have two other, what I assume are continents over here, basically. The Shivering Sea. Well, probably because it's cold as fuck. Alright. And here's where Braavos is. Braavos is actually, decently close to the Vale. Which I guess that's where it would have been. Yeah, that's where Arya was. Okay, because when Tyrion said, like, okay, well, we're crossing through Valyria, I was confused, but we're all good. So yeah, that's interesting to actually cross through Valyria and just kind of see it in ruins. Like, maybe I need to go watch the lore videos again then for Valyria, because, yeah, That's interesting. And then the whole grayscale thing. So that's where they send grayscale people. Is they actually send them... They send them to Valyria because it's just a ruined place. Valyria is completely in ruins. So yeah. Interesting. Very interesting to see this. Yeah, and then Jorah getting grayscale. Man, that sucks. I hope they can find a cure for it, because for him to go all that way and then get grayscale, that just sucks. So, hopefully they can cure it. I mean, Shireen got cured, but I don't know. Maybe it won't happen. Alright, well, that's pretty much that. Yeah, great episode. Great episode. Curious to see where we go next. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.